Opening day is in the books. Let's talk winners, losers, and more on Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. Welcome into FBT in 5, a podcast that gets you caught up fast on the fantasy news and advice that you need to know. Follow and stream us on Spotify and anywhere else podcasts are found. Today is Friday, April 2nd. I am Frank Stanfield, joined by Chris Towers. And why don't you get us started with your biggest winner from opening day, Chris?
Yeah, I think probably Tyler Glasnow, just because of how good his slider looked. Although, there's not much actionable on Tyler Glasnow. So I'll let you go with the other pitcher in that game, Sandy Alcantara, who was drafted about 30th to 40th at starting pitcher. And Scott White and I both liked him a lot as a breakout candidate. And he gave good reason for that on opening day. He had 16 swinging strikes. It's one of the highest totals of his career. His velocity was up a little bit. 7 strikeouts in 6 innings. Only 2 walks. Both of those are very good signs for a guy who has, long had trouble with control and, never got quite as many strikeouts as you would think with his stuff. If he can continually be around a strikeout per inning guy and be just decent in terms of control, his average exit velocity allowed was 86.5 miles per hour yesterday. So, he's going to limit hard contact. So if he can be, strikeout per inning or close and decent control, he's going to be a very good pitcher who goes deep in a lot of games.
Yep. Very excited about Sandy Alcantara. He was getting a lot of whiffs in spring training, and that's something I wanted to see carry over into the regular season. So far, so good. 1 start in the books. Chris, how about a loser from opening day?
It's probably got to be Luis Castillo. I'm not actually concerned. His velocity was down like 2.5 to 3 miles per hour on his sinker and 4-seamer, but it was very cold in Cincinnati for this game, 37 degrees. He doesn't have a lot of experience pitching in the cold. That's probably part of it. But, he's one of the top 10 pitchers in fantasy baseball entering the season. He gave up 8 runs in his first start, so I think you got to call him a loser. If anyone in your league is worried about Luis Castillo, by all means, send them a buy low trade offer because I'm not worried about it. If we get, 3 or 4 more starts in and he's still throwing 3 miles per hour less hard than he was last season, I'll be concerned then.
Luis Castillo wound up with minus 14 fantasy points.
It's not what you want.
On CBS Sports Leagues on opening day.
Yeah. But
his agent actually pointed out to me, he responded to a tweet, look at me, big guy, huh? That Luis Castillo has never pitched in a game in less than 50-degree temperature. So it was 37 degrees in Cincinnati on opening day. So I don't really think there's much to be concerned about. I agree with you, Chris. If anyone's freaking out in your league, definitely try to buy low. We had a lot of interesting hitter performances on opening day as well, Chris, but who is a waiver wire hitter that you're looking to add? Someone who is available in 60% or less of CBS leagues.
Yeah, I think my top waiver wire priority, if I'm looking for a hitter on Friday, would probably be Raimel Tapia. I know there was a lot of consternation amongst fantasy baseball Twitter when he was announced as the leadoff hitter for the Rockies. We all want to see like Garrett Hampson or Sam Hilliard or someone else get that opportunity. But, Raimel Tapia is a 284 career hitter in the major leagues. And he's got some speed. He could be a 25 stolen base guy if he does really hit consistently at the top of the Rockies lineup. Of course, field will always help and improve your offensive numbers. And I think he's about 50% rostered right now in CBSSports.com leagues. He needs to be rostered in all category or roto leagues at the very least.
Yeah, and if he remains the leadoff hitter, think of all those crazy run totals we saw from Charlie Blackmon in his career while he was the leadoff hitter for the Rockies. So this isn't the same lineup from before. No Nolan Arenado, but they still got some guys there. They have Blackmon. They have Trevor Story as well. Chris, real quick, how about a reliever off the waiver wire that you're looking to add? We had a lot of news on opening day.
Yeah, you want to go see if Mark Melancon or Hector Neris is available. It seems like they're the closers for their respective contending teams. But my number one guy would be Alex Reyes. It sounds like he's going to open the season as the Cardinals closer. He didn't get a save on Thursday, but he was used in the 9th inning of a 5-run game with Giovanni Gallegos pitching in the 8th. That seems to be a pretty good sign for him. And I think he could absolutely be an elite relief pitcher. I think he could still be an elite starting pitcher. We're talking about one of the best pitching prospects of the last decade before all of his injuries. So Alex Reyes is someone that I'm very excited about having on the rosters that I do. And if I don't, I'm looking to go get him.
Reyes is rostered in only 29% of CBS leagues, so he is widely available. Go out and get him if you do need saves in your fantasy baseball league. For more extensive fantasy baseball coverage, listen to the Fantasy Baseball Today podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, your smart speakers, or anywhere else podcasts are found. And thanks for listening to Fantasy Baseball Today in 5. This is your audio outlet for fantasy news and advice in just 5 minutes. If you enjoyed the pod, please leave a 5-star review on Apple. We'll be back again on Monday morning. Bye-bye.